Well, you're surprisingly early. Why is everything taking so... The owner seems to have indeed left, who happens to be from Surendia. I would...
Bloody goblins! They start slacking, you throw them in the furnace! You got any idea how backed up we are here? Get in line! Look, Mr. Furry Fox, I already told you. If you really want to be the first in line to use the furnace, I'm gonna need you to take care of those, tasks I gave you.
Seriously, this guy's requests. Just ask for the moon while you're at it. A full day of physical labor? As if I'd ever agree to that. Look here, you. I'm gonna go tell old man Charbonneau.
Look here, you. I'm gonna go tell old man Charbonneau. I'm altering the deal. 2 days. Pray I don't alter it any further. I have Charbonneau's complete trust. What say we leave this work to the goblins and get ourselves a drink? What say we leave this work to the goblins and get... You've got some... What? A Calphionian goblin? Would you look at that?
As I said, I'm from Heidel. I'm, under the employment of Lord Jordine.
Oh, swept off to Calphion then, I take it? So, what's with the getup? You some sort of performer?
Kind of. I played the role of a nimble chipmunk that toyed with an eagle. The role of the eagle was given to an actual live eagle. They tossed me out after that.
I'm not sure if you're daring or just stupid! You should be happy you got away with your life! Oh, my God's aching from laughing so hard. Anyways, your name is Richie the Nimble Chipmunk? Okay, fine. Richie, before you get suited up, we've got a little tradition to uphold.
Did they learn this from the back alleys of Calphion? I was wondering where I'd seen your face before, Jean-Louis. Selling your own family to be a Calphionian lapdog. How did a mongrel become the leader of some back alley thugs in this corner of the world?
How do you even know? Who are you?
To go so far as to change... Why are you standing around? Get started.
Okay. I may have forgotten my history lessons, but I can work a furnace. Now, let's get to setting up a Weenus kiln. Oh, it feels so good to be in charge. First, we need chopped wood. There's gotta be a pile of it somewhere. Aha! There's a cart to move the wood. Can you bring it over here? And we need the clay that was delivered from...
Why are you standing around? Get...
Okay. Well, what, okay. Okay. Now we, why is, okay. Time. Now then, just gotta let it percolate. Oh, that's not...
You idiot, what did you do?
Nothing. This should be right. Maybe a smidge too much magic powder.
You fool of an Abet! What did you put in there?
Oh, this looks bad. Oh, real bad. It's like the research lab fire all over again. I'll take care of the furnace. You're on firefighting duty.
Out of my way! If I leave this to you, the whole place will burn down. I call forth the power of Belmorn Not to clear the disaster wrought by our ill-fortuned fox.
Okay, time. Phew, we survived!
It seems that while the sleep-talking seed can only...
You! Lend us your aid!
What's he doing here? Richie, are you
I was supposed to go to the Eulacitrin orchard. I was told the wagon was bound for the orchard, so I got on and...
Lando, this friend of mine could use some rest. Is there anywhere he might rest his weary legs?
Wow! Look at you dropping the F-bomb! Great idea, though. I could use a break. Moslin's Eula's Citron Orchard is near here. Oh, man. Just thinking about a glass of tangy citron juice. Ah! I completely forgot about Prince Barhan's quest.
She did say, should Prince Barhan come to the valley in the distant future, there was something she wanted him to have.
This parchment written in the ancient Highland text. We were supposed to deliver it to Moslin's Eula Citron Orchard.
You were entrusted with a quest from...
Yeah, you see that? See how popular I am? If our age was based on our popularity, I'd be like... super old. Wait, I know that look. Oh yeah, we're getting up to no good. I'll stick with him. You don't mind going on ahead without us, right?
Go ahead and take the geriatric lady killer with...
Go get something now. Dash! Feel the might of my shell. Are you Richie the Nimble Chipmunk? I'm sorry, Pa. That's yeah. Let me give you a bit of background on our work. The seeds used here, thanks to our. I forgot. And over there. We also have. What do you think? I'm gonna be presenting this in Dragon soon. Brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. I can't wait to eat strawberries. If you want strawberries, Pa. Go get something now. I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. I can't wait to eat strawberries. Oh, it's the first time. Come. Where did you get?
This...
Well then.
I'll...
Oh, it's the. I brought a lot of vegetables. Turn to
Aren't our little Papu friend? It may seem like just a simple citron orchard now, but this was the birthplace of Prince Barhan's mother, Queen Maruman. I was Maruman's, my closest friend, Baram. The queen, however, she was once the shaman's heir and walked the path of prophecy. Then, one day...
Huh? But doesn't being heir to the shaman also make marriage a big no-no? Are you saying she broke the law?
She said it was an agreement between nations, but Ailton is too small to be called a nation, don't you think? She said little else on the topic. Her stance was that this was one of the trials on her path of prophecy. King Torme falling in love with her. Her being whisked away to the desert kingdom, Valencia. Though she did promise to return to the Mountain of Eternal Winter once she has completed her trial in Valencia.
Look, I don't know too much about the big L yet, but why marry King Torme if she just thought of him as a trial?
Who knows? That is something only Baram would know. She did, in fact, return to the mountain as she promised, and before the Highlands embraced her, she gave me something. The single child that she bore with King Torme was the first. If Barhan ever comes looking for my memento, the single child that she bore...
Is this the memento Queen Maraman asked you to give to Prince Barhan?
Yes, it is. It is written in Gardaka's code. The cipher of the Prophet of Valencia.
Look at these weird symbols. Twins? Love? Yeah, I've got no idea.
Prince Barhan will understand. Now let me prepare you a gift. This is a huge weight off my chest. I thought, what if I pass on before the prince comes looking for it?
What have I told you about jumping on the bed? It's my turn to play with it. Give it to Aura. Leaving so soon?
Why the long face? I'll definitely be back. I do expect a 7 citron dish spread when I return, though.
Excuse me, Pa?
Just figured you'd want to treat the future Khan to more of your overseas delicacies. Why'd you come all the way here anyway?
Moslin asked us if we would like to go see a place where people the world over gather.
Hey, you papu chatterboxes! Let the guests go already and get back to work!
What a party pooper! Anyways, oh yeah, I have something for you. This is the citron seed for farming. I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. I can't wait to eat strawberries. I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. It's filled with the vitality of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, so it's sure to grow well anywhere.
Barhan, stop digging any further. Baram had no choice. Please, understand.
So guys, how about we mosey on over to Ailton?
No. We need to go complete the third trial.
Lord Jordine.
Hmm?
Thank you for helping me. Thank you so very much again.
Long ago, you were dragged off to Calpheon and made to be a fool. Think of this as recompense for not being able to protect you back then. But from this day forward, speak not my name, or the events of today will continue to haunt you. Banish all thoughts of me. It's plenty enough if only I remember.
Our dark dandelion sure knows a lot of people. Seemed like him and that goblin go way back, didn't it?
I need none of your concern. Where do we go from here?
Over there! Trust me! The third trial is most definitely in that direction!
That's just the road to town. You're going to town, aren't you? You don't actually have any idea where the third trial is.
Yes! Of course we're going to town! Oh, lovely Ailton. Surely even your
I have no interest in sightseeing. Now that I think of it, I've seen our bets across the continent. How come you've never left this place?
Only those who walk the path of prophecy can leave the Highlands.
The path of prophecy. Is it some ascetic practice? As a foreigner, I can't fathom why such a law exists. That aside, aren't you the heir of the Khan? You'd think such a clean piece of parchment would hold ink better. No wiser citizen would heed your word, and that does seem to be most. You need to be disciplined in the art of kingship, as it's taught in Serendia.
Yeah, considering you just got done saying, "There's no better town than Hydael." Kind of a pot and kettle situation.
Read the clue about the third trial.
The third witch is Bronte, the Witch of Thunder. The molar that stewed in the furnace's fires wishes to sit atop Bronte's...
Let us return to that farm. Marslan, was it? She'll have the answer, I'm sure of it.
Hey! Have a little more faith in your companions! In 2 trials, how many times have I steered us wrong? Twice? That's nothing! Remember Professor Tabudai? The Winter Tree researcher we met at Aweena's Tale? Let's go find her! She holds a seat on the Ailton...
To Snowstorm Guard posted?
Hey, you aiming to get chewed out? Get your act together, like 3 mercenaries from your lot.
The Manure mercenaries keep asking us for shift rotations ahead of schedule. They're shirking their responsibilities right in front of you. Are you blind? I already knew you were lacking any real wartime experience. But at least listen to those with the experience you lack, no matter how high the pay. We can't continue to work in a place like this. We quit! If you have any complaints, be sure to bring it up with Odelphin at the office. But if you want to talk with us, bring me your...
This here's the Snowstorm Guard Post. Hired through Odelphin's mercenaries office, were you? I'm only gonna explain the situation once, so listen up. Our mission is to defend this location from the Okjinshini. Ailton is to our backs. We're the town's last line of defense. What are Okjinshini? Well, they're creatures, to be sure, so remain vigilant.
Is such incompetence catching?
What did you say?
If you heard naught, I must have spoken naught. We came here looking for the Winter Tree researcher, Tabudai.
You scoundrel! If I wasn't on duty right now, I would have...
Are you looking to test your skills?
Tabudai is no longer here. She left the post to investigate the tree at Bronte's Bolt.
Good. We were in search of that tree ourselves. Let us head there. You, we have need of a guide.
Who gave the order to abandon your post? Are you a madman? Huh? You, do you know...
What's with all the...
Oh!
But I thought...
You scoundrel! If I wasn't on... You! Which mercenary...
Lando,
Still a young and foolish abbess was naive enough to bring you here. And I don't care what you came here to do. You shall not pass. Especially if you intend to bring along Lando,
As someone that bore the fangs of the lion and fought for our freedom, it pains me to see you in such a state as this. You recruit far too many mercenaries, causing them to bicker among themselves while you stand there without an inkling of concern for the infighting that ensues. You say they merely need to stand guard, but they let us in, complete strangers, without the tiniest bit of suspicion. You're so filled with fear of your enemies, you can't even imagine going to fight them on the field. How do you plan to win a war like this? Is Ailton sitting atop a gold mine, hiring all these third-rate mercenaries that enlist to do a mediocre job and collect their pay? If you've not struck gold here, then these people are being bled dry for nothing. If you too are mercenaries, then you will need to work for your money's worth.
You are 100% correct. I fully acknowledge my complete incompetence 100 times over. I guess I needn't worry about leaving Lando's life in such capable...
We must be careful going down. It's Ojinshi territory. What is a winter tree?
You look fairly young. Sure you're even old enough to have seen war?
Seen war? I'm constantly embroiled in it.
Oh, spoken like a commander. Leadership experience is pretty impressive for one of your age.
I apologize if I am unmoved by the praise of a third-rate commander that can't even keep a mercenary army of this size in order.
This guy's got fire in him. Once you get older, you'll learn. The world has no outcome brought about without reason. But anyway, you said you're looking for Bronte's Bolt.
We will be heading beyond it to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We are currently undergoing the trials of the 6 witches.
Looking for the Yenix, I see. We have a saying around here. There are 4 seasons within the winter, and they revolve around the Yenix.
And you're telling me this because...
Right now, out of the 4 winters, this is the winter that courts death. Best to stay out of winters like this. I shall allow you passage to Bronte's Bolt. But there's a catch.
We are not taking Lando.
This guy, sharp as a blade he is. The abbets that once called those ruins their home gather there. Talk with them, and they will help you with your trial.
It's a big mistake to think that rationing food is an easy job. From Commander Gunbold, the soldier in charge of rationing...
You can do the cooking.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics. Everyone is starving. Everyone is starving.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it. You can do the cooking. I will ration it. You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Now I've...
Ganbold told... However, I must know...
It's such better if you... why are this we were now just on his tears after the witch
Then, ultimately, as...
It is nearly... but for...
Everyone, get up and head to cover! It's perfect.
Professor, take this oak pill of flames. It will slow the spread of the poison.
Poison? The Oginshini are using poison?
Gonbold, no. It's not the oak, it's you. From Alina's tale. Is Lando here as well?
Look at this! It's a winter spirit! How did they catch it alive? What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Oh, okay! Professor Tabudai! Huh? What is that odious scent?
It's poison. Don't inhale too much of it. I don't have much time. Listen carefully. Tell your quick-footed friends in your fleeing fox squad, was it? It's of little matter now. There are 2 ways the winter trees survive. First, by getting carried off on the winds of Everfrost. Much like dandelion seeds, the farther the seeds travel, the stronger the mountain becomes. Second is by the Oginshini planting them. Return, return, they sing. Planting them because they have a superstitious belief that Libresca will return when she sees the jade light of the winter tree. That's why I believed the Dreadwinter trees were also planted by the Oginshini. However, I was wrong. Professor, you need to save your breath. The poison will... A monster that I've never seen was planting a seed near Bronte's bolt tree. And as soon as the seed was planted, it sprouted and grew. The very Dreadwinter trees we saw. They are using the winter trees as some sort of indicators. So we need to tell everyone in the area of the Mountain of Eternal Winter to find all the locations where the Dreadwinter trees took root. Also, get them to safety until these indicators have been analyzed.
What about the monster? Did it flee?
Probably.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gonbold, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But, if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's boat tree. Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
Whoa. Seeing your skills up close, I was right on the mark about you. During my entire life at the bottom of this mountain, I've never seen the likes of... What are you doing?
I'm taking its poisonous fang. We'll surely have need of it.
Hey! What are you standing around slack-jawed for? Follow his lead!
I've never once seen this monster on the path of prophecy. To think that the Okchinchini weren't the ones responsible for the Dreadwinter plantings.
Commander Gunbold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte's boat tree. Is it you? The one who will aid us with the witch's trial?
That's correct.
They've all been planted, oh great shaman.
To think I would use the last gift the witch bestowed upon the humans.
I have no idea what that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though we dared to forget the wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin. And bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
It's like a miracle.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction. On the path of prophecy, this is known as the Star of the Winterland. A Winterland world blanketed with snow. There, all worldly boundaries are erased, as the snow unites all within as one. A majestic castle that pierces the heavens and the tattered tenements that loiter unseen in its shadow, the radiant beauty, the festering wounds, all become one in the ever-mounting snow. This is why we love the mountain of eternal winter. We believed it would be eternal. That was our hubris. After the mysterious explosion at the Sherakan iron mines, a sound we hoped would never be heard echoed from the mountain, from the silent haven of slumbering origin. A steady crackling, likely from the Yenix, since the haven is the cradle that embraces it. Obviously, the Yenix was lost long, long ago. However, before we could make sense of it all, these monsters began to appear. If it is a life birthed by the mountain, we cannot raise arms against them. Please, take on this burden that...
The fourth witch is Lesha, the Witch of Fever. The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens. For the first time since we started this journey, I can confidently say I have no idea. But, Master Shaman, you know, right?
Where life and death cycles in the heaven.
Jinjini's Jade Starlight Forest? That Jade Starlight Forest? That's where my dad went and never returned from. No, it's too dangerous. Why does it have to be there? I can't go with you guys. Oh, what'll you do without me to save you?
As if that's of any concern. I never expected you to be useful. We just need to cut down whoever gets in our way. Let's go.
Please, tread carefully. Our Khan, the leader of the Abets, may still be alive. Whatever you do, please, don't do anything that would put him in danger.
When did the Oak Jinshini destroy this place?
After he entered the Jade Starlight Forest.
Then he is most likely dead.
No! How can you say such a thing?
If you are the heir of the Khan, you must look the ugly truth of reality in the eye. Then search carefully for any sign of hope. I'll ask again. Why did you want to climb that mountain?
Then allow me to make this one request. Please talk to the Bahitram people at the entrance to the Jade Starlight Forest first. There are those that have observed the Oak...
Let's move quickly. There's a price I pay for using this bot. I reacted to emotion.
They call the place Bronte's Bolt. You were sent by the Abet shaman, Invish. It pains me to say this, but there is no path through the forest that will completely avoid the Oak Jinshini. I completely understand where Shaman Invish is coming from. The Abets in Oak Jinshini were once on quite good until that changed. This used to be a place of meeting. The Abets Chief Hunvish and the Oak Jinshini Chief Floki were extremely close. So close that they would sit together, even during blizzards, to eat oak pills and drink together. Both are of the mountain of eternal winter, and both are children of Lebres. But soon after the recent mysterious explosion at the Shirikon Iron Mines, events beyond our understanding started to occur at the Abet's most sacred place, a place they considered their site of origin. When a totem in the Zavir Highlands was destroyed, the investigation unbelievably concluded that it was the doing of the Oak Jinshini. Ultimately, the Khan came to the forest in search of the truth. He brought no guards, perhaps as a sign of trust. However, that evening, we definitely heard it from high atop a hill. The forest was filled with screams that night.
Was the Khan tortured?
No. It was the screams of the Oak Jinshini. I cannot fathom what happened. However, we are certain the Khan did not re-emerge from the forest, and the angry Oak Jinshini set about destroying the village.
So, someone slaughtered the Oak Jinshini.
When the Oak Jinshini lose all physical strength, their souls return to the flame of origin and they are reborn. Therefore, as long as their origin flame isn't extinguished, they cannot die.
Would one such as a Khan have acted so rashly with this knowledge?
As I said, his trust was enough that he went in unarmed.
However, there was one thing that was strange. The leader wasn't with the group that attacked the village, so the Oak Jinshini chief Floki has also completely disappeared. What in the world happened in the...
But why do you want to go into the forest?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens.
Ah, yes. It is also... I was informed by Alici at Mountaintop Guard Post that the path of prophecy within the Jade Starlight Forest, where the flame of origin resides, is currently blocked by a mysterious wall. Thankfully, we have Assistant Pippet helping us conduct our investigations.
Did you not just say going into the forest is dangerous?
Well, Pippet is a Frostel Weasel, so the Oak Jinshini won't attack him. Pippet said that the wall that blocks the path of prophecy appears to deteriorate as more Oak Jinshini return to the flame of origin.
It's time for you to pull your weight. I need to rest and reserve my strength.
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing over there. Uh-oh, where did it go? I just lost it. How about you? Oh, you're coming up from the Jade Starlight Forest, right? A whole lot of souls were headed through the Path of Prophecy.
You're late.
Huh? You know each other? I thought you said you weren't friends.
Do we strike you as friends?
Huh. What a strange soul you are. Let's all go inside. We'll freeze if we stay out here.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens. I've come here on account of the heir of the Khan. We could have gone straight for the path of prophecy, but if there is even the slightest of odds that his father, the Khan of the Abets, is still alive, then us charging in recklessly might
Then, Ilichi, how much did the wall blocking the path of
Quite a bit. However, it's not enough. It's probably just enough to put an arm through.
Then, Pivot, we need your assistance. I know you haven't forgotten the 300-year-old stink of the Oak Jinshini chief's feet. Sure, they're stinky, but I honestly kind of miss that stink. It's just a hunch, but this mysterious wall blocking the path of prophecy that leads to the Flame of Origin. Do you think there's a chance it was Chief Floki's doing? We've searched the whole forest, and Floki is nowhere to be seen. The one place we haven't looked yet is inside the cave. I can't put my finger on why, but it feels like Floki trapped himself inside the cave on purpose and is waiting for someone to rescue him.
There is logic behind this. If he is not like the other Oak Jinshini that have become violent, he will recognize Pipit and try to somehow send out a signal.
Now, why don't we get some tea while we wait for Pipit to return?
There is logic behind...
What's that pattern on your skin? If it's a curse, I can take a look at it for you. Those clothes. You've worn them ragged. Ever thought about a new look? Clothes make it the man, as they say.
That stuff.
It belonged to Bahit. It was the...
It is...
None of us have actually seen the...
My...
Ali Bell...
The very... I want to know more.
If you want to know, see for yourself.
Excerpt from the 10,000. Oh, his speak. X when he said.
But still, or Zek from that.
Once the time, but need the golden, but we I and find they this dust.
Super fascinating stuff, right? I keep trying to read it myself, but it's...
When we'll...
We can all... Oh my! This was a gift from Chief Hoonvish to Chief Floki. The soft, cushy Sintamani! My hunch was right. Chief Floki is living inside the cave.
The path ahead of us won't be easy. If we intend to weaken the wall enough to break through, then we will need to take down many more Oak Jinshini. Let's go.
No, I need you to stay here. The soft, cushy Sintamani might have a hidden code on it.
Does your tongue speak the truth? If this is some manner of deception...
Only one way to know for certain, but my hunch was right.
Listen, beyond lovely.
After his
Chief.
And yet... Took you so long? Have you any idea of the number of signs we sent your way? To once again see the world, and the heavy drinks Unwish would mix for us. My friend, let us count the sheep among the starlit skies!
This is your chief?
Embarrassed I am. But yes, this is he.
Let's get right to the point. We are here for 2 reasons. First, to solve the 4th trial of the witches. Second, to find the missing Khan.
What about us? You're not here to rescue us?
Your kind never dies, or so I hear. You only need to be reborn by the flame of origin, no?
No, you're wrong! We can't die, not now, not ever!
Chief, stop screaming, you must. Help us, they must. Certain of it, I am.
Ooh, I mean...
Always full of ideas, I am. Opening the heavens where life and death ebb and flow. Only by us who handle the flame of origin, a chief can it be. Melt away soon, the star of the Winterland shall. So, choose you must.
No need to tread the difficult path from the start. Speak. Tell us how we can be of aid, why you cannot die, and what led you to seal yourselves in here.
Finally, the time has come! I've been dying to tell you.
Chief, if I may, time is of the essence.
But you wouldn't happen to have brought any, libations with you. These things are better told over a stiff drink. But you wouldn't happen to... gifted unto us by the humans who previously made their home here, where Lesha, the Witch of Fever, taught them the ways of draining the dragon's vigor. I still remember. Oh, Jinxini, born from the dragon's heart-rending tears, oh, this land now belongs to you. And so I asked,
your scorching heat was what drove off the winter's cold. Where are you off to now?
I thought he was going to speak of himself.
Not once died our chief has. Not once. Remembers all he does.
The flame of origin is maintained by the ebb and flow of death and life itself. We deliberately give our lives for the sake of this cycle.
And yet, abstain from the sacrifice our chief has. Selfish he is.
What? You ungrateful mongrels! Selfish? Me? I have stayed alive to preserve our memories for times such as these. That's why...
Chief, too loud you are. Continue with your story, I plead.
I'm listening.
Anywho, they spoke these words. The witches are dead! It's now time to protect ourselves from the dragons! All the tribes are gathering at the Forbidden Black Mountain to answer the call of the Great Founder! That's all. They left like that, and we gained this cave!
And the witch's trial?
Chief, melted once.
I shall now open the heaven. I shall now open